It's one of the reasons that I'm super sensitive when it comes to mentoring young people, and you see these kids who have been labeled as acting out, and because of my own experiences, I know that none of these things are without cause. And so, in the case of CM,
Hmm.
this was a trusted family friend, and this guy attempted to molest me, and as a result of that, I literally broke into his house, and like in my mind, I'm like, we're gonna steal all this stuff, we're gonna destroy it, and I ended up getting caught.
Hmm.
And when I got caught, my parents was like, "We didn't raise you like this, and why would you do this?" And so they were really upset. But the thing is, they had never created space for us to tell the full truth.
Right.
And so, as a kid, you have something that violation of trust, and you internalize that. And it's one of the things. Like when I talk about why I wrote this book, I've met so many people who have internalized the behaviors of others, whether it's childhood trauma, whether it's assault, whether it's violence. You take on that identity. That's where negative self-talk comes from. And so when my parents they punished me for the behavior, I internalized that even more of like, well,
Hmm.
maybe I did something wrong, or maybe it was my fault. And so for years I was angry with them, and then there was a shame attached to that, right? I had got arrested in front of our whole block.
And they knew you. Like,
Yeah,
what
like they
is
literally was
young
like, "What is you
Shaka
doing?"
doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so now you got that embarrassment, and it's one of the things that for me, when I got to a space where I talked to my parents. This was like, I mean, this wasn't that long. It was like
Yeah.
3 years ago. I was like 50 years old when I called my dad, and I was like, "Hey, I just want to talk to you about something that I realized I was still carrying this anger about, that they never understood my why, and they never even questioned it." And I'm like, if you know your kid to be good otherwise, and they do something that's so outside of who you know them to be, like, you got to be patient and interrogate that. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Because otherwise, it kind of imprisons them in the shame, and that's what happened to me. But when I talked to my parents, um, it was amazing. That they were both present and willing to go on that journey, and especially like with my dad, like that has to be hard as a father. It's like you're trusting your child in the care of another man who you
Hmm.
respect,
Right.
and then this guy attempts to take advantage of your child.